Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, my name is Toden, and if you have, thank you for coming back. Long time no see. How are you guys doing? How is everything going with you? I hope you're staying safe, healthy, sane. So today I have a new video for you guys, and it is going to be talking about productivity during quarantine. I know that this is a sensitive subject for most people, so I am going to thread cautiously and thread lightly. The goal of doing this video isn't to force people to be productive or to shame people for not being productive. That is not my goal at all. I just wanted to share things that I've been doing to kind of stay productive and not slack off during quarantine. So the first thing that I have personally been doing is that I have been making a plan either the night before or maybe a week before, and I will schedule my days into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I would set goals for myself just to kind of keep me on track. I wouldn't say that I'm not a spontaneous person. I am to a certain extent, but I also feel like I am the kind of person who enjoys planning things and executing a plan. Like, that is more me than just doing the day as it comes. It just feels way more comfortable for me to know what my day is going to be like ahead of time. Per day, I'll try to go into the day thinking, hey, these are the 3 things that I need to get done today, and then I'll do it for the next day. I try not to have too many lists because I feel like having too many lists, sometimes I get overwhelmed by how much stuff I really have to do. But I feel like just having 3 things per day, 3 key things, like these are the things that are going to consume the most of my hours. I'll have 3 of them, and then the rest of the stuff I'll just do. I'll still have more things on the list. Like, say I like to have like completely total of 6 things, but there are 3 things that I need to get done that day. So those 3 things are my priorities, and those are things that I want to get done. Once I do those 3 things, the other 3 things that are on the list, it's like maybe doing laundry, maybe cooking and things like that. Like, they're more light things, not things that are too time consuming. After I have made a plan the night before or the week before or a couple of days before, I go and proceed into making alarms and setting reminders for myself. And the whole purpose of this is so that I don't forget like the key things that I need to do, or mental alarm where I know that I'm gonna do this for 3 hours and then I'm going to go do something else, so I have balance, so I don't get carried away doing other things that I forget the key things that I really wanted to do for that day or for that week. For me, I would set an alarm that, hey, you need to wake up at like maybe 10. I'll wake up at 10. Then I will also have reminders, like 3 reminders, like get this done, get this done, get this done, so that by the end of the day I can check it off on my reminder and like delete it if I have to, just to keep me on track and to make me feel like my day is more fulfilled. I wouldn't say I'm like a hyper productive person, but at the same time I don't like wasting my time. Of course I'll try to do this in moderation, but I just can't let the days pass me by without like not doing anything with them. So yeah, instead of me sleeping till 4 p.m. actually not 4 p.m, maybe 2 p.m. I've definitely slept till 2 p.m. throughout this whole thing. There was a couple of days where I was waking up at 2 p.m. and I'm like, this is slightly concerning. I try to set an alarm for the things that I need to do, and yeah, that's about it for that. The third thing that I always do is I will get to it and I will time it. So for example, I have been doing runs every other day or every 2 days, and what I usually do is that I prioritize my things that I need to get done in descending order as opposed to ascending order. That's how I think about it anyway. It's like I will start with the hardest thing for me to do during my day, and then I'll work towards the easiest thing to do, as opposed to going from the easiest to the hardest, because I just feel like by the end of the day I'm always so tired, especially if I don't nap during the day. I'm tired and I need to take a nap or sleep, so it's harder for me to do those harder tasks towards the end of the day. So I try to put them at the top. So for example, running. I've been running a lot. Like, you guys know I don't be running. I've been incorporating a lot of runs into my routine, and for me that is literally the hardest thing for me to do in my day. I know it's hard to believe because I do it all the time, but I think running is the hardest thing to do for me, because I just imagine myself running all the way to the park and coming back. It's like, oh, it's dreadful. But because I know that that's the hardest thing for me to get done during my day, I do it first. So it's like I wake up and I go. I just get up and I do stuff for like 30 minutes, get ready, and I go for my run, because I know that when I finish that, it's gonna push me to do the other things, and everything else on my list just kind of seems easier. Another thing that I do is that runs are kind of timed. I know if I'm doing a 5K, I try to aim for max 40 minutes to get it done, but sometimes I get it done in 35 minutes, sometimes I get it done in 38 minutes, and yeah, I haven't been running for that long, honestly. I've been running for like a month. So trying to time that and see if I can get it done quicker, if I can get it done sooner, just pushing myself and actually setting goals for myself. I personally find that way more rewarding. Another thing that I found that really helps me get my day started and get the things that I have to do done is to charge my phone further away from me. Before, I used to charge my phone like right at my bed, like at the bedside table, where it's like so close to me and I can just reach it and scroll through stuff when I wake up in the morning. But there are some days in the week where I just put my phone and I charge it in the living room, or I charge it further away from me in the bedroom, just so I don't have access to it and I'm not going into the group chats and seeing what memes were sent today, or I'm not going on Instagram and scrolling my life away. I've also been doing something with Instagram where I will go on Instagram, post what I need to post, and just delete the app off my phone, just because Instagram just has a way of sucking you in. Like, I heard they're paying people to figure out how to keep people on the app more. I don't know if this is like a conspiracy or whatever, but I just find myself like whenever I go on Instagram and I'm not mindful about my time on Instagram, I just start scrolling and I like enjoy it. So for me, it's like I post what I need to post and then I delete the app. Or if someone needs to message me on Instagram and I know they don't have my number, like I'll go on there and I'll talk to them, like get what I need to get done, and then delete the app, because I just don't want to be there all day, because then I feel like I just wasted my day. So I've been doing that and it's been really helping me as well. The fourth thing under this productivity tip is to take breaks. For me, I think this is the hardest part for me to do. I know I said running is hard. I think it's just the moment of going into the run, like I said, but for me, I feel like taking breaks is so hard, especially when I'm in a rhythm of doing things. I know I need to take a break, but it's always so hard for me to take one. I don't know what it is. Like, I just, yeah, once I get into that like rhythm of doing things, I'm literally in it, and I don't even like when people break my rhythm, because it definitely annoys me. I'm learning to take breaks in between, and my idea of taking a break is, I told you guys I've been reading, so for me, taking a break would be like literally shutting the book and going and actually eating nuts, and not like one hand reading the book and one hand eating the nuts, because I know I would just like mindlessly eat and I'm not really present in that moment. And I don't know, I would just rather use that moment to take a break, stay away from whatever it is that I'm doing or whatever it is that I'm eating, and just like enjoy the nuts. Okay, that sounds hella weird, but yeah, enjoy eating the nuts. Sometimes I'll just sit down on the balcony and like breathe. Sometimes I'll just stand on the balcony and just enjoy the fresh air and just chill and just like not do anything and just not have my phone on me, because I don't imagine me taking a break as being on my phone, you know, like that's not really a break, because once I get on my phone, I'm not gonna get off low-key but high-key. So just doing those things, relaxing, also learning not to beat myself up for taking breaks. Like, I really am not a perfect person. I'm like the furthest thing from perfect. So I feel like sometimes when I take a break that feels like I'm taking too much of a break, I literally start beating myself up for it. It's like, you have things to do. What break are we taking? Is Beyonce taking breaks? I know Beyonce has a whole team, but she doesn't seem like the kind of person who's like, she seems really hardworking. That's my whole point. But yeah, so I try as much as possible not to beat myself up for taking breaks, and just be like, detach yourself from whatever it is that you're doing and just breathe. The last thing under this is to reward yourself. So this is something that I personally enjoy. Rewarding myself is I wouldn't say it's my favorite part, but I really do enjoy rewarding myself. So for me, rewarding myself could either be like taking a nap or going for a walk. I have a really nice park behind where I live, and I sometimes would just go for a walk and just enjoy that. Another thing that I like doing as rewarding myself is like, I go on my bicycle and just take a ride and just feel the breeze in my face and my hair. It honestly feels so nice. Like, it feels so relaxing and so refreshing. Another thing that I like to do is I like to go for ice cream just to cool out. I'm lactose, which is funny. I usually get like a kid's scoop, because I know I can't even finish like a small scoop. So like I always get a kid's scoop, and that is like a perfect size for me. Anything more than that is just too much ice cream. I wouldn't say like I love ice cream. I like it in small quantities, and I'll have it like once every 3 weeks, once every month, like here and there, right? And I always get the same thing. Like, I'm so basic like that. I will get chocolate ice cream. I had a phase when I loved vanilla ice cream and I would only have that, and then I started going to the chocolate side. I was like, wait. And when you eat like real ice cream that's actually filled with actual chocolate, whoa, it tastes so good. And another thing that I would try to do is like watch an episode of a show or a couple episodes of a show, and that way for me, I feel like I don't feel guilty for watching an episode or 3 of a show, because I know that the things that I wanted to get done during that day, I already got them done. Or sometimes I divide my days into days where it's like I'm only gonna work this day, and then the next day I will work again, but the day after that I'll take a break, where it's like the whole entire day I would try to like force myself to take a break. And those days I honestly feel no guilt. I'll watch Netflix, I'll watch Crave, I'll watch like all these different things, I'll go on Twitter, I'll enjoy myself. For me, that makes me feel more balanced, because I have days where I'm actually like doing actual work, and then days where I'm just chilling. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. What have you guys been doing to be productive, to stay productive? Are you just like, I'm really not about this productivity, gang? Like, can we breathe? Leave our necks alone. We just want to sleep till 2 p.m. Is that what you're doing? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in my DMs. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I always leave the links to my socials in my description box. Don't forget to follow me. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I loved making it. I haven't made a video in a while because I was genuinely busy and I was enjoying myself, trying to take a break, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.